What's poppin', T Subs and T Squad, and well, for the week, T Subs and T Squad and Gag Crew. Loving Marriage, Loving Hip Hop Atlanta. This is season 5, episode 15. Guess who's back? Let me say this. I never thought I'd see the day where I would be saying that Loving Hip Hop Miami is better and running circles around Loving Hip Hop Atlanta, but that's just true T. All right, like I'm not even that interested in watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But I know that I am, especially more so with everything that's going on. So I am gonna do Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but y'all will get that tomorrow. Like it's on demand now. But from what I've heard, um, and let Scotty and all them tell it, I ain't in no rush. So y'all get that sometime tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. But y'all will get it though. So Miami Tip is on the set of her new show from for a book that she wrote about her life. Bobby come through and they talk, girl. So Miami Tip clears up the rumors that Eliza used the turkey baster to get pregnant. She says that she never said that she doesn't know Shay. She doesn't talk to Shay like that. So Shay saying anything about her getting pregnant by a turkey baster is an out and out lie, and so on and some such. But she does stand by her story as to why she called Eliza's child from Future a check baby. One, like I said, Miami, you got a bad habit of falling out with your friends and then you want to run and play run to that with their business. Like I feel like anybody that does that to anybody, you're not a friend and you never was a friend. Because that's just some things that you just don't do to a friend. And it don't matter what the issue is, and it don't even matter if you fell out with that person or what y'all fell out about. I could fall out with Scotty today. But one thing that y'all will never, ever, ever, ever hear me talk about is anything that me and him have had going on while the time we was friends. If you told me about it while we was friends, it's gonna stay in the vault when we fall out. That's just where that's at. Because as a friend, I've told things to you, and I would want you to grant me that same respect. But at the same time, Eliza, considering what you got going on with Safari, I don't bit more think that what she said about you was a lie. And that's why it hurt you. And that's why it cut you deep. Because not only did she do that as a friend, but you can't lie. Okay, you can't lie. Yeah, you was hurt about that. And you had every reason to be hurt about that, but you was also hurt because she was running down your damn truth. Because everything she said, I totally 1010% believe, Eliza. Moving on. Bobby wants them to talk because he wants to invite both of them to his little masquerade birthday party or whatever. And he wants both of them there because all of them are friends or were friends one point in time or whatever, and so on and so such. But she agrees to do it just so long as Miami Tip don't try to make her out to be a liar. Um, mm. So Amara's still feeling away about Alan's lab, and then her and Mammy La Cucaracha talk. Girl, listen. I'm gonna need for Amara to stay in English if she want me to care. Like I'm so sick and tired of her talking in English, and then we somehow morph into a Afro Latina telenovela with the both of them speaking in all of this Afro Latina language that we can't comprehend or understand or whatever the case may be. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I'm over it. I am. Like y'all need to do something about that love of hip hop, man, because I ain't appreciate that a lot, child. Like to be honest, the way that I felt about that is the way I feel when I go into the Chinese restaurant and all of them was speaking in English until I walk in there, then all of a sudden they start speaking in Spanish or Chinese or Vietnamese or Cantonese or anything like that. Like that's how I felt in that moment. It's like walking into the nail shop and then everybody just starts speaking in Spanish. Like I just it's too much. It's way too much. I'm over the telenovelas when it comes to Amara and Mammy La Cucaracha. Get that together. So Flo talks to Claudia about having Marlon move back into the house, which is the dumbest idea, in my opinion. Um, and how she's gonna let him come back home temporarily until he gets back on his feet. She says that she's doing it for the sake of the kids, and then her and Claudia get into it. And I got to tell you something, Flo. I'm not mad at Claudia, and I do feel like you're using her. You're saying that she's using you for clout. Well, Well, you're using her for comfort and to get back at Marlon. So if she is using you for clout, hey, one use deserves another use. That's how I feel about that. Even if she is using you, you using her ass too. So I'm not understanding, like, hey, one user, like I said, one user deserves another. But I do feel like you making the dumbest and the most biggest mistake of your life, girl. And I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know why women feel like we as women, okay, well, because we all women right now. And whenever we put out our dirty piece of trade or whatever, we always be the ones, once we do all that yelling and screaming and we're glad he gone, then we want to turn around and have him back and say for the sake of the kids. Is it for the sake of the kids or is it for the sake of you? Just in case once you decide to wake up and you just decide that you don't want to be a lesbian no more, Marlon is there. That's really what I feel about this, Flo. And I no shade to you because I like you, Flo, but I am gonna call it the way I see it. You a play lesbian, and I ain't here for that. Moving on. Eliza and Safari meet to the gym. I'm moving past that because, like I said, Eliza, in this moment, you're not doing anything but proving Miami Tip right in every damn thing that she says. Because why are you playing around with Safari? For what? For what? Girl, you playing around with the dick of Love and Hip Hop franchise. Girl, for what? You not special, girl. You laid up with a nigga that Erica Mena laid up with, Amara laid up with, Lyrica Anderson laid up with, allegedly, and countless other hoes. Are you kidding me, Eliza? Really? Moving on. Moving on. And I'm gonna tell you something else, Eliza. Girl, you need to fix that ass of yours, child, because it was giving pissy diaper teas in the back. Move Moving on. So TWD hires Hot Topic as an image consultant for the talentless twins. And Hot Topic brings up Zoe Brinks and how she needs more confidence and wants to work with her. TWD brings up her situation with Gael and how they nearly got into a fight down the train today. I don't know nothing about Hot Topic, so I really can't give her too much. What I can say about Hot Topic is my perception of her change. Like, I came up here thinking one thing, but I genuinely feel like she genuinely didn't mean no harm when it came down to Zoe. At the end of it, I do feel like she genuinely meant what she said, that she likes Zoe, she likes her music, and I do feel like she does see something in her. And we'll get down to that in a second because Zoe, when it comes down to Hot Topic, you did way too much, and I have your back on a lot of shit. But when it came down to Hot Topic, I don't think she deserved all that, friend. We'll get there. So Shay invites Derby over to talk and clear the air, girl. So then they talk about going off on Eliza. Derby and Eliza was fucking. See what I'm saying, Eliza? Um, Shay's pregnancy and being hurt by Mama Sandra's words. Shay, I get it. But at the end of the day, I do understand your mama as well. It's like we're dealing with all of this from Fabo, and so are you. You're dealing with hearing about other women and infidelities and how that Tesla, another hoe bought a form and so on and some such and blah, blah, blah. Then you got to worry about the constant disrespect that he gives to Mama Sandra and so on and some such. And even with all of that, you still find it prudent enough to toot your ass over and get damn pregnant. And it's like now you expect for her to be happy about it. Shay, it's hard for a mother to be happy about that. And even though I know that hurts your mama, and you're gonna understand one day. Yeah, Mama Sandra may have done too much, but I understood her feelings and I understood exactly where she was coming from. Shay, no tea, no shade, friend. Um, and Eliza, you're a whore. I mean, not that I blame you, because no tea, no shade, I fuck Derby too. But Eliza, you a whore. Moving on. Zoe Brinks hosting a plus size Gruz event, and Enjoy and the talentless twins come for more support. So it was good to see Joy, come there, show her support. Her and Zoe talk. She gives Zoe flowers, for the passing of her granddaddy. I thought that was real sweet of Joy to do. Like I said, there is no problem between Joy and Zoe Beats. So I appreciate them for like burying that and putting that and let the past be the past. But Zoe, here's what I'm gonna say to you, friend. You did way too much when it came to Hot Topic. Unless there were scenes that we didn't see, unless there were scenes that we didn't see. You did a lot, Zoe. I'm gonna be real, like because from what I saw, Hot Topic came with good intentions, and she did give you a compliment, and then you turned around, and then you made it about her and what went on down to Trina Day and so on and some such, and you was telling her, you know what I saw you, you was getting this stuff that didn't have nothing to do with you. But Zoe Binks, you're doing that now, baby, because you're bringing that up, and that had nothing to do with you. That had nothing to do with you. Like, why did you give Hot Topic all of that fever, sis? Hit me up, Zoe Brinks, because I really want to know, sis, because I got really confused. Now, I ride for you, just so long as riding for you makes sense. But this situation just didn't make sense to me, Zoe. Hey, you got to make it make sense, friend. Please hit me up, because it's obviously something I missed. It really is. It's obviously something I missed. It got to be a deleted scene or something as to why you went from 0 to 100 the way that you did. But one thing, Hot Topic, you need to read the room, baby. You can't beat down to the body positivity for all of the plus size girls hollering about Zoe need a damn gastric bypass or a nasty piece of stomach stapling or the damn lap band. Like you can't you or the Ozempic shot. Bitch, you can't do that down to the plus size body positivity. Come on now, Hot Topic. Find some more reads, girl. Anyway, anyway, because you know that bullet would have hit everybody down to the damn club, and you know that. Move, moving on. Eliza and Miami Tip sit down. First and foremost, Bobby. Hit me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing me. Hey, now I must confess, I still believe. When you're not with me, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Come on, y'all. Hit me, baby, one more time. Girl, that's what you was giving me in that in that rainbow slash city trend slash Ross dress for less ass. Girl, that's what you was giving me in that dress skirt, whatever the fuck that was you had on, Bobby. It would listen. And then you look like Britney from the front and the bike, cause she ain't got no ass, no titties, no hips, and neither do you. That's that. Two, Miami Tip, I totally appreciate you for apologizing because even though I thoroughly and totally believe every solitary word of what you said about Eliza, you still shouldn't have did that, friend. That wasn't right. If you and her are cool and if you and her are friends, whatever it was that y'all had going on while y'all was friends, if it was in the vault while y'all was friends, it should always stay in the vault, even when y'all not friends. All right, I told you, Miami Tip, you got a bad habit of falling out with your friends, and then you're going to play run tell that with their business all over lives occurring on. That ain't right, Miami Tip. She was deserving of an apology. I will say that she was, even though I believed every word of what you said. Come on, Miami Tip. And can we please get away from the I was young? Because even when I was young, I still knew not to go around here telling all my friends business. Like whether we fell out or not, that was just still something I never did, even when I was young. So I don't know, maybe it's just a maturity thing, but they was able to get past it. She apologized. Eliza accepted the apology. They agreed to move forward and support each other. I can respect that. I can respect that. So we can move on. Flo let Marlon back into the house, and she's letting the family know that yeah, Marlon is only back into the house so that because he ain't got nowhere to stay. But she was letting her family know that don't get too keen or too comfortable. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Let me pause, y'all. Whew. My bad, y'all. That was trade, girl. Every time I get up here on a phone call with y'all, trade want to pop through. Anywho, so like I was saying, Flo coming back, not Flo. Flo at home with her family. Marlon come around there with the boys. Everybody happy that he there, but she does the right thing and let everybody know. Listen, don't get comfortable. and don't get cute. This is temporarily some place for him to stay because I'm going through with my divorce. I appreciate that, Flo. Then you got her mama sitting there because she was telling him about her relationship with Claudia and how Claudia feels, and she doesn't want to make her feel uncomfortable and blah 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 blah. But she's going against her because she feels like this is the right thing to do out of the fact that they were married and he is the kid's father or whatever. Then you got the mama sitting over here talking about, but she doesn't have nothing to do with your family and your marriage. Mama, shut the fuck up because neither do you. You ain't got a goddamn thing to do with the household or their marriage. Like, if that ain't the pot calling the kettle a sponge, I don't know what is. Like, you sitting over here talking about what she ain't got nothing to do with it. Girl, neither do you. But you still running off with your damn mouth. Shut up. Like, I can't stand her mama, y'all. I can't. I'm just gonna be honest with you, Flo. I do not like your mama at all. I do not respect no overgrown, rusty ass woman that would much rather sit here and tell her daughter to deal with bullshit, lies, being cheated on, and all the rest of this shit simply to have a damn man. Where did it get you, mama? Where you at now? By yourself, alone. And you want your daughter to experience the same damn thing being with a fuck nigga just because she wants to be married? Girl, bye. Flo, even though I think you making a dumbass decision because I wouldn't have gave a damn. My whole thing to Marlon is, oh, so them hoes got someplace for you to come and lay your dick, but they ain't got no bed for you to come and lay your head? Wow. So you never miss your well until the water runs dry. This reminds me so much of Leisure Suit Mellow Mellow because he had everything until he got with his home wrecking horror, got her pregnant, and now he has absolutely nothing. And it's the same thing as it is with you, Marlon. You realize just how much of a blessing that Florence was. And now you coming back with your tail between your legs humble. Nah, you need to go back to them hoes. Matter of fact, go to Gael house. Speaking of Gael come around there, and now Gael talking about Hot Topic, and then she says in the next episode that we see, she done pulled Hot Topic mug shot, talking about something how she is scheming, scamming ass booster, talking about how she ain't nobody's image consultant nowhere in America, and she finna pull the okey doke on her ass down to Bobby Potty, and I can't wait to see Bobby Potty. To be honest, because baby, when she when she posted that woman mug shot on t-shirts and threw them down to everybody, bitch, I screamed. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Like I said, Love and Hip Hop Miami is running circles around Atlanta. And yeah, y'all will get Atlanta sometime tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. I might close it out and do it on Sunday because Monday we'll be back in the main sanctuary. So but y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode, and I'm going back. Cause I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. But I still believe.